So, Farzine, I heard about Joico a few months ago when talking to Jonathan Richards, and was absolutely blown away by the work that you're doing to advance the economy and the ecology and the skills that you're developing for farmers in Bangladesh. Would you mind just introducing Joico, how it came about, and give us an appreciation of the great work that you're doing, which is helping so many lives in Bangladesh?
Came up with a social franchise idea called a farmer center. So the farmer center was where it's what we call the farmer center in a box model. So it aims to provide holistic services to smallholder farmers. So a particular farmer can come to this physical infrastructure that we've built, and within a 5 kilometer radius, all the farmers can access it. And they can get access to market linkage, where we buy the products of the farmers and then we sell to national supermarkets like our own Sainsbury's and Walmart's. So we are able to link smallholder farmers' products directly to the supermarkets. We also, the project also linked up with Bank Asia, the Growing Together project, to open banking agent booths in each of these farmer centers. So imagine a bank in a village. So farmers can get access to finance and can do transactions through their accounts. Then the project, the Growing Together project, also suggested creating an agro machinery platform where smallholder farmers can use agri machinery, such as tractors, on a rental basis. And the project also suggested creating agro shops within the center so that smallholder farmers can get access to quality inputs from the agro shops. And the final service given is agronomy services, through which farmers are trained on best practices in agriculture. So this was what the project had created, but then the challenge was that the project ended on June 30th, 2018. So the steering committee of the project discussed how to ensure sustainability of the project once the project ended. So that is when the steering committee came up with the idea of creating a publicly limited company, which would then carry on the functions of this project. And so that's how Joico Agro Limited was created. Interestingly, the word Joico actually comes from two names suggested by farmers. Joy is a Bengali word that means victory, and Oiko is a Bengali word that means unity. So it's victory and unity that farmers suggested, so we converged that to create Joico. So it's very much farmer driven. So on July 1st, 2018, Joico Agro Limited was came into function. Subsequently, Joico then carried on these functions that Growing Together project built, but also expanded them, built more partnerships. So we have many supermarkets that we market linkage with. We have an agri-machinery partner now to expand the agri-machinery services. So Joico Agro Limited is profit-driven, whereas the Growing Together project was an NGO-driven model. But we have a clear mandate as a social enterprise. It is in our memorandum of understanding, in which we have said that after giving a reasonable dividend to investors, all the retained profit will go into community development where Joico operates. So that is our social impact that we want to achieve. So far we have worked with over 700 farmers as Joico Agro Limited. Obviously it would have been much higher, but due to the pandemic, we went into a shutdown. But we have already achieved over 20% engagement rate with our communities.
Brilliant. Well, look, that's an incredible story. And I think what you highlight is a reality that actually sometimes you can't run these things just as an NGO. You need to have proper investment to buy, land, to get properties built, to get finance agreed. And yet through that, what you've managed to achieve is to connect local smallholding farmers to a much broader community they never would have accessed. I'd imagine the finance wasn't there before, the opportunity to get to the supermarkets wasn't there. I've heard stories about children, having to work alongside their parents because they didn't have the skills and capabilities. So, there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of capability that's given these farmers access to things they didn't have before. And still, as you say there, after there's a return made, anything that is left as a social enterprise business gets plowed back into the community. So what an organization. You must be very proud to be leading this organization.
Absolutely. Thank you. It's every day is a pleasure and a challenge, but a good kind of challenge.